See the worst of the worst, and it's taking a toll on our first responders. While the Hillsborough Sheriff's Office investigates and grieves the suicide of one of its own, St. Petersburg Fire Rescue is aching tonight as well.
Yeah, a St. Petersburg firefighter took his life last night. 8 on your side, senior investigative reporter Steve Andrews is here with that story. And, you know, this statistic that you've mentioned that more first responders died by suicide last year than in the line of duty, it's crazy.
It's such a disturbing trend, and it doesn't seem to be letting up at all. It's something we've experienced in the Bay Area, close up and personal. When St. Petersburg Fire Rescue responded to a self-inflicted gunshot suicide Tuesday night, the crew discovered it was one of their own.
We're seeing a real spike in suicides.
Chief James Large admits his department is hurting right now. First responders see the worst of the worst. Division Chief Richard Gansey.
There are crews that had to respond to deal with the event, so we've had to help them along.
In Hillsborough County, the Sheriff's Office is dealing with the second murder-suicide involving a deputy in 3 months.
Why is this occurring? I wish I knew.
Constant exposure to death and tragedy takes a toll.
Because it's an industry problem. It's not a St. Pete problem. It's not a Tampa problem.
According to a study done by the Ruderman Foundation, in 2017, 93 firefighters died in the line of duty. At least 103 took their own lives. 129 police officers died in the line of duty. 140 committed suicide. In 2017, Tampa firefighter Steve Ledoux took his life after years of battling PTSD, depression, and alcohol.
My brother felt let down because the workers' compensation laws in the state of Florida failed him, and I didn't want this to happen to someone else.
Steve's sister Megan Vila convinced lawmakers to expand mental health benefits to first responders. That's one step. St. Pete Fire Rescue is educating its people to identify and support first responders with issues, but it faces the same challenge as others.
There's a lot of, bravado. Oh, not me. I'm not going to come forward.
We have to make sure that everyone knows that it's okay to ask for help. It's not a sign of weakness to say, hey, listen, I'm having a difficult time. I'm having a hard time. I need some help.
According to a 2015 article published in the Journal of Emergency Medical Services, a survey of more than 4,000 first responders found that 6.6% attempted suicide. That is 10 times the rate of the general population.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 8. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahushai, Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahushai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahushai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rokah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostle, great millstone, who ruled well and taught me this truth. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life to do so for Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And the reason why I brought out the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 8, is that the Lord, he's pronouncing judgment on you Edomites, you red Hebrew Edomites, all right? And he's hitting your first responders, more specifically, all right? As well as your nation as a whole. But my main focal point is your first responders, because these are the men and women that are supposed to be held to a high standard, and yet they're the ones committing suicide, all right? Because they can't handle reality. And not only they're committing suicide, they're also resorting to drugs and alcoholism. And why is this happening? Because the Lord has pronounced judgment on you Edomites, all right, here in Babylon, America, for all the wickedness you have been doing to the children of Israel. So now let's get into the word plague first, before I get into this article. Plague. This is from etymology, edomionline.com. It's affliction, calamity, evil, scourge, right? And that's what the Lord is bringing upon your race. All right? Affliction, calamity, evil, and scourge. Okay? Because of all the atrocities you have been doing to the children of Israel. So let's get into this article right here. It says, study, police officers and firefighters are more likely to die by suicide than in the line of duty. Man, now that's, okay, a big statement right there. And from that video you just watched, that news segment that I put in post-production, it clearly shows that this is what's happening, all right, to you red Hebrew Edomites. A white paper commissioned by the foundation has revealed that first responders, policemen, and firefighters are more likely to die by suicide than in the line of duty. In 2017, there was at least 103 firefighter suicides and 140 police officer suicides. In contrast, 93 firefighters and 129 police officers died in the line of duty. Suicide is a result of mental illness, including depression and PTSD, which stems from a constant exposure to death and destruction. Right, and that's what's coming, death and destruction, all right? Hey, there's nothing new under the sun. Isn't that what the Lord did to the Egyptians in the ancient times? Hey, let's bring that scripture out. All right, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 9, verse 13. And the Lord said unto Moses, rise up early in the morning and stand before Pharaoh and say unto him, right, and you, okay, red Hebrew Edomites, all right, you are the modern day pharaohs, okay, that walk the earth, all right? Donald Trump is a king, is the king pharaoh, all right, so to say. Thus say the Lord, power of the Hebrews, let my people go, that they may serve me, right? And we're still in the captivity. So because we're still in captivity, all right, and we're catching hell, all right, the Lord is bringing the judgment upon you. Verse 14, for I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart. Right, when you look up that word heart, in the Hebrew, it's lab, which means the mind. All right, in fact, when you look that word up. Okay, see how there's nothing new on this sun? Just like what the Most High did in Egypt, he's doing again here in America to you Edomites, all right? And the word in the Hebrew is lab, which means inner man, mind, heart, understanding, soul. You see that? Soul. So he's plaguing your soul. All right? That's why you have a high concentration of suicide. Okay? And we hear the prophets of Great Millstone are telling you, okay, the reason why this is happening is because what you're doing to the children of Israel. Let's get to the book of Lamentation, chapter 3, verse 64. Render unto them a recompense, O Lord, according to the works of their hands. Right, according to the works of their hands. What is the works of their hands? Well, I got a video right here. Now, this is really graphic, so, if you can't stomach it, then, move on over. But this is for the elect's sake, because the elect will understand. All right, so this isn't a Hebrew, this is an Israelite, and look at all these police officers surrounding him. All right, okay, mainly Edomites, and look what they're doing to him. Wow. So is this policy to knee a defenseless man who's tied, bound behind his back, who has his feet hold down? Is that policy to knee him in the chest? Let's go back to the scripture again. Okay? Lamentation 3 and 64. Render unto them a recompense, O Lord, according to the work of their hands. This is the work of your hands, you red Hebrew Edomites. All right? The things that you're doing to our people. Let's get back to this video.
I'm dropping my head. She was talking in front of me. I woke the fuck up out of my sleep to be a fucking Trump, bitch ass pig. You bitch ass pig. I can talk. Fuck you talk about you. I step the fuck up and Trump. Fuck you, me. I can talk and talk. What are you talking about? Talking to me. Bitch ass nigga. That's your whole shit. I'm very nice, sir.
And then they have the audacity to say you're not very nice. I mean, come on, Jake is angry. You just need him in the chest, and you're putting your claws all around his face. That's why you're committing suicide. See, the Lord is judging you red Hebrew Edomites. And that's why you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans who are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, all right, the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, you have to see that the Lord is really judging these people, man, for what they're doing to us. All right, this is insanity. Continue on.
I've always thought young possessed niggas is using excessive force. Fuck you mean?
You ain't seen excessive force yet, follow.
Okay, trust me. Show me the fuck up. Show me the excessive force, you bitch.
That's enough. That's enough. I'm just getting riled watching this. All right, that's the reason why you're committing suicide, you red Hebrew Edomites. All right, now you're punching them in the chest. Lamentations 3:65. Give them a sorrow of heart, thy curse unto them. Right. Give them a sorrow of heart, thy curse unto them. Back to the study. Police officers and firefighters are more likely to die by suicide than in the line of duty. You see that? Give them a curse, okay, and a sorrow of heart. That's what's being pronounced upon you through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Verse 6, persecute and destroy them in anger from under the heavens, O Lord, right? And this is nothing, all right? More judgment is coming to you, red Hebrew Edomites, all right? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You're going to see more suicide rates, more drug overdoses from your, okay, first responders, okay, from your nation. This is sickening, man, to see what you're doing to our people. Let's get another scripture. Book of Sirach. Chapter 25, verse 13. Sirach 20. Give any plague but the plague of the heart, right? That's the reason why, man. That's a scary, scary, scary thing to have a plague of the heart. Any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. All right? But the main point is give me any plague but the plague of the heart. So you don't want to have a plagued mind. You don't want to have your mind bugged out where you're contemplating suicide. All right? And it goes to show you that your first responders, all right, they're no hope. There's no hope in them. All right? They're the ones that are committing the most suicide among here in Babylon. Book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 14. The spirit of man will sustain his infirmity, right? And that's why we here at Great Millstones, the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, we're rejoicing in the spirit. I rejoice when I see statistics like this. When I see, okay, your own institutions documenting your demise. I rejoice, man, because I know that this is of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, the God of Israel, doing this. All right? But a wounded spirit, who can bear it, right? And y'all can't bear it. You first responders, you cannot bear it. Jeremiah chapter 11, verse 20. And the reason why this is happening is because we here, all right, the prophets of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, we are constantly putting curses upon America, constantly telling our power, destroy America, destroy Babylon, all right? Put the plagues upon these red Hebrew Edomites. Destroy these Edomites. Jeremiah 11 and 20. But O Lord of hosts, that judges righteously, that triest the reins in the heart, let me see thy vengeance on them, for unto thee have I revealed my cause. Exactly. You see that? We want to see the vengeance of our, okay, be put upon our enemies. And the Lord's hearing our cause. Look, and we're constantly complaining continually to our power. Look what they're doing to our people. Look at this, man. This is sickening. All right? You don't do that to a person. But you want to call us vile and beasts. You want to call us the Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites, that we're full of hate and we're disgusting people. No, you're disgusting, you red Hebrew Edomites. You're the disgusting one. You're the vile one. You're the beast. You're the low lives. This is wrong. You don't do this. You don't do this. That's why the Lord's hearing our cause, and he's judging you. And you Edomites, you're being plagued in the mind, and it's beautiful. Yapa. Kahal Yahal Bashim Yahushai. Last scripture that I'm closing out. Because why? Because America is over. Babylon the Great is finished. It served its purpose, and now the Lord's bringing this place down. Revelation 18:1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. Verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and he's become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Right. And this is what John the Revelator saw when America got hit with nuclear fire, with fire. Okay. This is the after effects. Okay. Verse 3. For all the nations have drunk of the wine and of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth have waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacy. That proves that this is talking about America. All right. All the nations under the sun conduct commerce with this place. All right. And they follow after the ways of America, the customs, right? Democracy, the philosophy of this wicked place. And that's why the Lord's judging this place. All right. And that's why you first responders, you're catching nothing but hell in the mind. All right. Verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, that ye receive not of her plagues. Right. One of those plagues, the plagues of the heart, the sorrow of mind, the sorrow of heart, the sorrow of lob. All right. That's why the Lord's telling our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, hey, get out of this place spiritually. All right. America is being judged. If you cannot see that the Lord is judging these Edomites for the wickedness they're doing to our people, man, there's something wrong with you. That means the Lord's not dealing with you. That means you're going to burn here in America, in Babylon. All right. Because you could clearly see, all right, from their own institutions that these Edomites are being plagued heavily in the mind. Verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High remember iniquities. Right. All the atrocities that America, okay, has done to our people. All right. You red Hebrew Edomites that run this country. Okay. What you've done to our people. Verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works in the cup which she hath filled to her double. Right. And this is nothing. There's going to be more pain, more sorrow. All right. Get ready for the economy to collapse. Get ready to lose your pensions, first responders. You think you're having a bad day today? Wait till your pensions get lost. Woo! Verse 7. How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Right. That's why the Lord's tormenting you and giving you sorrow in the mind, because you have this pride in your heart that there's nothing wrong with you. But guess what? Statistics shows there's something heavily wrong with you, red Hebrew Edomites. All right. And your murder, your suicide rate's on the rise. Your drug usage is on the rise. Your poverty rate is on the rise. Your alcoholism on the rise. All right. Your crime rate, you are committing a lot of crimes too, is on the rise. All right. Judgment. Verse 8, last one. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death, mourning, and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord Yahweh who judgeth her. Right. And that's what's coming at the end of the day. So this is nothing. All right. This is nothing. This is only the beginning. But this is just proof. All right. Lord is edifying to the hopeful elect. Hey, man, America's getting judged. These red Hebrew Edomites are getting judged. Their first responders are catching nothing but hell. All right. And the suicide rate is only going to increase. And with that, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Okak. Double honors to the apostle, great millstone, who grew well and taught me this truth. And salutation to the Akhma out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life to do so for Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai's sake. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. And with that, shalom.